Okay, we're here celebrating with Svein Tuft at the Road Worlds after Svein just won the silver medal in the time trial. Congratulations, Svein.
Thank you.
So I asked you in the press conference, this is the first Canadian man to win a medal at the Road Worlds since Steve Bauer in '84, and you said it just hasn't sunk in. Has it started to sink in a bit more now?
A little bit more, yeah. I talked to some family and friends back home, and definitely it's kind of starting to sink in a bit more, for sure.
So, how does this feel compared to, the Olympics, for a lot of people, Olympics is the ultimate, and you were seventh there, which is huge. How does this feel compared to riding there?
For me, Olympics was the big eye-opener, and it kind of gave me the belief that I can, compete with these guys, and taught me a lot of things. So I'm really happy with this ride more than anything, just because it kind of verified that for me. Like if you do that same hard work and stick to your plan, things are going to go well. So it's easy as a cyclist, I think, to get doubtful of yourself and maybe think that, oh, you're losing form or whatever, and that's kind of what keeps you going a lot of the times. But for sure, this was a great day for me.
Can you take us through your ride a little bit? It's different courts from Beijing, so some of the riders who did well in Beijing didn't do well here, but you did well in both places. Can you just take us through the ride here?
Well, I think probably this course suited me a bit more over Beijing, just as far as the course. It wasn't so much climbing, but still quite difficult in the sense that you had to really put your head down and keep the power on. And I don't know, I think today was more like you couldn't really conserve anywhere, and but you had to have a lot of gas for the finish, because it was a gradual uphill and just required a lot of pushing as hard as you can. So if you were bogged down at any point there, I think you were going to lose a lot of time. So that was something I had in the back of my head, but again, it's Worlds and you can't really conserve anywhere. So yeah, the flats definitely suited me today around the lake.
Now, were you getting updates through a headphone or anything? Did you know how good a ride you were on?
About I don't know, probably 25K in, Chad, our mechanic, yelled very clearly. I think it was a part of the course where there's no one yelling and going on the side of the road, and he just yelled that I had the best time at that point. And that was a good motivator for sure, because it's nice to have that little bit of information with something like that far into the race, to know that that's the best time at that point is it's good, because you just have to push that little extra bit harder and you'll probably have a really good time. So that was what I did.
Now, of course, the flat. Tell us what happened, and what was going through your mind.
When I rode the course yesterday, it was the first time I saw it, and didn't really have time to really soak up all the corners and do them at speed, because we were with a group and it wasn't a closed course. So this particular corner, about 6K out, had quite a manhole, kind of right in the apex of the corner, and I just hit it hard with my front wheel and thought I made it through. So I went back down to the drops, and then the next second the front tire was just washing out, and I was right down to the rim. So yeah, that's when we made the decision to stop and switch out to the road bike right away, and ended up being the right thing, because after that it's still quite technical, a lot of turns, and I don't think having a road bike was a real hindrance at that point.
Now, silver medal. You have to now think of yourself as being a contender for a world title in the future.
Yeah, next year I'll be definitely, that'll be one of my things I'll be looking to do for sure.
Now, this is probably pretty much the last race of the year for you. Last race in Symmetrics colors. So it has to be a little bittersweet with that.
Yeah, Missouri was more, like a time trial at World is kind of like you're here with the national team and you're riding for Canada. And Missouri was more of a time for that. Like it was just a hard moment, I think, for most of our guys. Just finishing like that, it was pretty high note. At the same time, it's quite sad because like it's a good generation of guys that are having to disband and go other places, and that's unfortunate. But I think at the same time, you have to look at some metrics as far as what they've done. They've developed a lot of really good riders over the years, and those riders will move on and be good riders for Canada all over the world. So in that sense, you have to be. I feel really proud of what we've accomplished over the years. So yeah, I mean it's definitely a hard moment, but life goes on.
Now you're moving on. I don't know if you're ready to talk about which team yet, but can you talk about what you expect your program's going to be next year, if you can't talk about the team?
Yeah, no, I'll be riding for Garmin next year, and looks like it'll be a fully European-based program, and I'm really happy about that. And, looking forward to next year, and I'm already excited about next year. And for me to be like that at this time of year, it's not doesn't happen too often. So yeah, I'm pretty happy.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.